So, I only knew him for 5 hours, and it was very, touching. So as we walked back to the bunny slope, I was thinking, my gosh, I have to pee like a racehorse. The other thing I was thinking was, wow, what a sweet guy. I want one. So we've been dating ever since. It's almost 7 years. We've been together, and just last year, John proposed to me. Um, yeah, it was on a perfect day. We were doing a bike ride around the Bay Area, and we took the ferry back from Tiburon to San Francisco, and there were only about 10 people on the ferry, and John and I were sitting at the very top deck, um, surrounded by San Francisco landmark like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, Coit Tower, Sausalito. Just beautiful day, perfect setting for a proposal. Thank you, John. So he pulled out a little black box, and I kind of knew what was coming. And he opened it up and started talking. And I can't remember exactly what he said because I was looking at the little black box. It was a beautiful diamond engagement ring with Tiffany and Company name on the box, and I was totally mesmerized. I wanted a Tiffany engagement ring for whatever reason I did, and he actually got it for me, and that's how thoughtful John was, or it is, and it's something that I never thought that he would do because he only shop on Amazon.com and Home Depot. So it was very special for him to walk into a Tiffany jewelry store, sign a mountain of paperwork for one little ring. But thank you, John. Throughout our relationship, though, I learned a lot from him. He taught me how to cook. I usually don't cook. It's usually eating out or ramen noodle. and Carolyn can testify to how much we go out because one bar actually gave us a plaque with our name on it on the bar. So if you're ever in San Diego at Donovan's, Carolyn, Jenny, little plaque. But with John, I learned to cook at home more, and I actually learned how to cook with a cast iron pan. I've never touched one before. But now I have three. And the one thing that I love most about John is that he makes me laugh all the time, every day, just being himself. An example of that is when one weekend we decided to take our dog to the beach, and I forgot my phone, so I said, okay, hold on, I have to get my phone. So I went to look for my phone. 5 minutes later, I came out, I came looking for John. John, okay, ready to go, let's go, where are you? And I couldn't find him anywhere. So I went into the one room that I never walk into, which is the garage. And there he is with a little birdhouse in his hand that he had just built in 5 minutes. And this is John. He likes to build things, and he likes to fix things. He's kind of like your handyman and home improvement kind of guy. And so that's just the most wonderful thing because I'm kind of a workaround kid. If something is broken, I don't use it or I work around it. So if the front door knob doesn't work, I use the back door. So things like that. But with John, he fixes everything. So at the house, now everything works as it should. And that's another thing I love about him is that he can fix anything. And yeah, so and the last thing that I want to say about John that I love about him is that he thinks about us and he thinks about me, which is really, really special because I've never had anyone that I dated that put me first or think about it's always give and take, but John really come through when it really counts. And when I first moved to San Francisco, I was here for 2 years before John moved here, and we were going to look for a house because we wanted to build a life together, and we couldn't find a house because we kept getting outbid, and I was so depressed and I was so sad because I feel like, we should have taken that job in Portland. So, but John did his homework, and he was aggressive, and he trained realtor, and he jumped on everything. In fact, we succeeded in buying a house, and he bought that house without me even looking at it. He just called me, he told me, do you want this? We got to jump on it now. I go, yes. After being outbid for 4 or 5 times, I trust you, just do it. And he did, and now we have a home. But not only do we have a home, it's home and hearth, because we have a garden where we can get fresh vegetables that we can cook with, and our dogs run around, and we have parking space. I work in San Francisco, and he work in Redwood City, so it's right in the middle where both of us can equally go to work easily. So, in conclusion, the reason that I'm marrying John is because I feel like I'm really the luckiest girl in the world. So, thank you, John. I love you.
That is a tough act to follow. Good job, Caroline. Good job, Jenny. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I don't think I would. I couldn't do as good a job as these two did. But, I met Jenny on a snowboarding trip, and on the first trip that we took together, I knew that it was going to be something lasting. I, as quickly as possible, found a way to arrange a second date. I think we just went to the gym or something. But just really incredible. I mean, I was smitten from the moment I met her. She's obviously beautiful, but so accomplished, and just really, I was just blown away from the first time I met her. There's too many things for me to name about Jenny. We only have 4 hours, so I wouldn't be able to go through the whole list. But a couple of things that I did want to mention that anybody who actually knows Jenny well would be able to say, "Yep, that's Jenny." She is just like the most caring person I've ever met in my life. I mean, there's countless stories. Like when I was slogging through trying to write my thesis, just a few months after I met Jenny, she comes over with a huge care basket full of just Red Bull and pistachios, and just helps me get through it. We just went river rafting with my uncle and lots of my family, and everyone was just dead tired after being out in the heat all day river rafting. And Jenny was the first person to go volunteer to go resupply us full of ice and stuff. She comes back with my pickup truck. There were 20 cases of beer in the back of that thing, and a mountain of ice.
Oh my gosh!
Just it on a day-to-day basis just goes above and beyond expectations. And just an incredible woman. Jenny has a love of laughter like I've never met in another person. She hasn't gone for a single day of her whole life where she hasn't had a deep belly laugh. Occasionally, I'll tickle the heck out of her or steal all the sheets just to get her uncontrollably laughing just so I get to see it. It just brings light to my world. Jenny helps me to be a better person, and together we've just been incredibly successful. We've renovated 3 houses, we bought 2 houses, we've found and trained our little doggy kids. Just built an amazing home and an amazing life together, and I just love everything about it. I can't wait to see what else we're gonna get to enjoy together. Now back to Carol.
And there are so many stories that are all true, and just both of them. I mean, it's such a feel good being around them. I got more stories now I want to tell, but we're going to move on. It's hot too. But you guys want to hold hands? Grab the hand. John, do you promise to love Jenny forever?
I do.
Jenny, do you promise to love John forever.
Thank you.
You may now kiss your bride. With that, I want to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Godbout. Please give them a big round of applause. They're going to be so wonderful. So happy for you.